Okay, let's conclude this year with a 2-point perspective drawing. And what we did so far was we did a pretty good job after grading all of your work of utilizing the lines to break up which direction a line goes to which vanishing point. So take a look at what we see right here. This is great. Blue, you can see here, is all traveling to the left vanishing point. My fluorescent color orange here is going to the right vanishing point. There's a few individuals that did that, and I'm very happy with that result. My red is going straight up. It's going to no vanishing point. Okay, so that's very important to remember. Our goal here is to create this smaller scale, single piece of paper, and then make it into some sort of structural element so you could add detail. Anybody developing a portfolio is going to want this type of drawing to be included. It's very important. These are great things to put into your portfolios for applying to architectural schools. I did one real quick. I'm going to show you how to do that. All right. Now, what you see here is vanishing point 1 and vanishing point 2. I labeled them. You do not need to label them. That is my drawing there, and I took some time to do it. So let's go over how to do this and start by getting a nice little clean area set up, nice sheet of paper, get a ruler, get a pencil, make sure it has an eraser, and get your already colored in piece also, because you're going to be using it for reference. All right? Get that, pause the video, come back, and let's begin. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is draw a horizon line across the top of the page. If you take a look at my paper here, whoa, it's much higher than the actual model. So I'm going to put my horizon line pretty high up. And it's just going to be a nice simple line. And then I'm going to be placing a dot all the way over here and here. Those are my 2 vanishing points. All right. Now, one thing we're going to make sure we do is try to reference where this model is in reference to the vanishing points. Okay. So this model has a tendency to be lower and more to this vanishing point than to this vanishing point. So I'm going to try and keep that in mind when I do my drawing. I'm going to start by the very first 2 lines I'm going to do is going to be these 2 bottom lines, and I suggest everybody do that. Take a look at these bottom lines. In this drawing, there's a opening right here, but I carried this line down. I carried this line all the way over, and they extended beyond where the actual model is. Some of you might not have that. They might not have this opening here. Maybe your first point is going to be the corner of your object. For me, it's out here. Let's do that. Now, this right side is going to have a little bit more of a drastic angle than the other one. This one is going to be a little bit more shallow. Now, what do I mean by that? That's the angle from here to here and the angle from here to here. All right, so that is my starting point. I'll try and get both of these in at the same time. Okay, so the next thing I am going to do is I am going to try and start with side surface B. You can see right there, okay? And what I'll do here is just anything that is going up and down is going perpendicular. So just get your ruler nice and straight up, all right? Let's do this. All right, now that's that imaginary corner, that line right there. Next, I'm going to draw this, and I'm going to guess. I love guessing. I want you to guess too. We're not measuring anything. Don't worry about measurements. Now I drew that line. That's the vertical line right there. And I'm going to get the back side of surface B. I'm going to go back maybe that far. And then I'm going to say how tall is surface B. I'm going to get it maybe that high. Okay? And now I get rid of some details. So now I have surface B. Let's move on. We're going to quickly move into getting surface. Maybe we should get surface A, and then we'll just put the letter C right here, and surface C. Now, if you notice, all of the lines that I drew in this direction were the orange lines. All the blue lines here are going to go to the left side. That is important. We use those colors to help you break up which direction we go with these lines. Now they're going to the vanishing point, and we're going to the vanishing point. What I do is I have a tendency to hold my finger on the vanishing point over here and kind of like pivot where these guys go. Now that's surface A. Surface A ends, I don't know where it goes, so we'll just make it up, and we'll say the surface A ends with a vertical line, maybe right here. And what do we do with that? Look at that little orange line. Bring that over, and that orange line, orange goes to the right. And now I take away some details, and I'm slowly getting, let's just call this surface X. Don't worry about putting letters on your final one. If you want to put letters on your one that you already handed in, that's fine as well. Okay, so we're going to start with the surface C. Straight up. How deep does surface C go? We could eyeball it. Eyeballing is okay. And carry that up. All right, so there's surface C right there. You can see that I have that set. No pun intended. No laughs? Okay. All right, let's continue. I'm going to maybe get the top of surface A and B. And look at that, vanishing point right there. It's a blue line. Carry that over. Probably not that far. I'm going to try and get, let's call this surface Y. All right, and now with surface Y down here, let's say that it goes in. How far do we want it to go in? Let's say right there. All right, and I'll use that and put it to the vanishing point. There we go. Can you see how that works? Okay, I hope so. If not, I could demonstrate it in person. You know what? With surface Y, I don't know if you can see this real quick. Surface Y extends beyond, like back there, okay? So I'm going to try and get that to extend beyond there. So right now you can see that it's coming together. Let's get some more detail together. How's that right there? Good? All right. Okay, we carry it beyond, maybe just up a little, straight up, and then bring it in, and now I have surface Y in its beginning phase. Okay, and I'll get the vertical line for Y right here. Going on 8 minutes. Hopefully you're all still with me. All right. Let's continue with this one out here. And that blue line right here, this blue line, right down to here. And that'll be pretty good because it should show us how this new X surface is going to be finishing up nicely. We go up a little, and there's two lines. This one is going to be a little bit bigger. I'll carry that over. I'm going to show you something here. Take a look at this surface. This is now surface R. Okay, now surface R has a line down, over, up, over. Now, this height differential right here, I want to keep. I don't want to forget about that. So don't mix up lines. When it happens, you'll end up maybe blending that top in with the top of that surface. So I'm only stopping right here, not connecting it, you can see how that is correct. Okay. Finish this up, and then we'll see how the two combined. All right. I'm just really quickly drawing some detail to it. All right, so now this guy, the corner of C up here is right here. That gets carried over to that vanishing point. And then you'll notice that the R surface is shorter than the C surface. So I'm just going to make up a spot as to where R ends. And then I have a completed object. 1, 2. Okay. And then I'm just going to just clean it up. Okay. Please clean up your drawing. And then get ready for part 2. Alright, so here's the first time I did it. And here's the second time I did it. I think I like the first time because of the proportion of this. So you can see that maybe you do it once or twice, but it's not a requirement. Once is enough. Complete it in a nice clean format, showing me no color this time, but that you now know how to carry lines to vanishing points. All right, that is a good start to the conclusion of this project.